I'm really happy to be here, and I would not agree that I have surpassed Lisa. I think one of the best parts of the last 2 to 3 years has been learning together. We both love learning. We both learn a lot. I call myself the Dream Partner Catalyst because I come alongside solo entrepreneurs, micro entrepreneurs, and nonprofits, and I help them move step by step toward their dream businesses. I have a model that's back on the table there that will show, sort of what my process is. But one of the steps in the process, actually 2 of the steps in the process, have to do with making your life easier. Because as solo or micro entrepreneurs, let's face it, we're not all good at everything that we need to do in our businesses, right? Who would agree? We're just not that good. So if we can find websites that help us sort of balance our weaknesses out, then we're way, way ahead of the game. So I just wanted to give you some statistics about websites right now. By the end of March 2012, that was 2 weeks ago, right? About, or less than a week ago, we had 612,843,429 registered websites on the World Wide Web. That's a lot of websites, okay? Daily, there are 105 million people accessing the web every day, and 10,000 new sites will be registered by the end of tonight. Every day, 10,000 more websites are registered. So, is it easy to get overwhelmed by the web? Yes, it is. So, one of the things I wanted to do is just simply share some websites that everybody should know about in the center ring, then some websites that you might want to know if you have a stream of income, if your business is inclined to go in those directions. We're going to swing around the circles of that website story, and I'm sure that there are plenty more that you know about that have changed your life, and we want you to add those up on the board there as well. And then I will rip them off, and I will include them in this next handout for the next person who wants to know about that. But the way I've organized this is that in the center ring, the big center in the ring, everybody who's in business, how many people are in business? Everyone in the room. Good. So the audience is going to matches what we need. Every single one of us should care about the stuff in the center ring because it's all relevant to being in business in general. So there are lots of more sites. I'm not going to talk about every site, thank God. Okay, I'm not going to talk about every site that's here, but one of the reasons I give you a handout is so that you can personally check out the sites. So the sites that you've recognized, that you probably know about, I'm going to spend the least amount of time, if at all, talking about. It's the ones that are the nuggets that you don't know about, that I didn't even know about, that I've just discovered that are the ones that I really think are the big takeaways for the day, okay? So in the center ring, first of all, I think Vistaprint changed my life just because I did not know it was more than business cards. And if you are, how many people consider themselves technologically challenged? Okay, Vistaprint's a great website for you to know about because it is as simple can be. And you can create your website on it, your business cards, everything can be put together, and that one's really easy. So I'm going to tell you about that one. Under efficiency, center ring, Lisa, Fiverr has changed your life.
Yes, it has.
Fiverr is a website where people, I don't know how or I don't know why, will do stuff for you for $5. That's what Fiverr is. So it is a great support resource. There's a lot of things you can find that people will do for you for $5. That one's good to know about. My favorite website on this entire page, okay, is moreofit.com. Moreofit.com will help you find other sites like the ones you like, except they're more targeted specifically for you, okay? So we could say, for example, I want to know if RingCentral does online phone numbers, I want to know what other websites do online phone numbers, but I want to know which ones will, and you can add a keyword to it and it will help you find websites. If you take nothing out of this one, go home and explore moreofit.com. It will absolutely save you an enormous amount of time. It'll help you learn about a whole lot of it's one of those things that search engines are beginning to get more specific, and if you learn about things like moreofit.com, it will change the way you find things on the internet, okay? So moreofit.com, biggest nugget on the page, okay? How many people are doing anything by way of cloud-based anything? Anybody doing cloud-based anything? Okay. Cloud-based means that your computer can crash on you at any time. But if you're saving things in the cloud, it's safe, okay? Mozy.com is a website that will allow you to project manage with other people working on something together. Let's say you're working on a conference, and there are 20 people on your team, and all of those people have a piece of it. You can go to mozy.com. All of your stuff is absolutely automatically saved and communicated to everybody on your time. It's an efficiency wizard of a website. It's good for you to know about. Okay, social media, everybody knows about Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, right? How many of you are doing Google+? Just starting Google+. Let me just tell you what the difference is and why Google+ is a good idea. It's going to catch on. When you have a status update, right now on Facebook, it gets sent to everybody, okay? If you have a fan page for your business, it will get sent to the email box of your own, of the people that have said that they're a fan of your site. That's all good, but Google Plus allows you to create circles, subcategories. You don't want everybody to know about grandma's birthday party. You just want your family to know about that. You don't want everybody, like I have a Christian roundtable ministry, I don't want everyone on my list to know about my roundtable. I want my Christian list to know about mine. So it allows you to create subcategories and communicate directly to those subcategories. It's going to be bigger than Facebook. So the one thing about Google Plus, though, you have to be invited. So if anybody wants to be invited to Google Plus, just let me know and I'll invite you. Okay. We're going to move up and around the top of the center. The sites themselves are not as important as understanding the concept of crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a fundraising strategy that's not just for nonprofits. It's for your business. Okay, let's say that you have a book and your publishing costs are $2,000. You don't have $2,000, but you think people are going to love this book. You can go to a crowdfunding site and say, help me launch my book. Help me launch my movie. Help me do this project. Help me do that project. And millions of people join these crowdfunding sites, and they'll give you $25, $50, $100. There was a movie called, oh shoot, now I'm going to brain fart what the movie was. It required $156,000 to get this movie actually finished in production. They wound up getting $350,000, Blue Like Jazz, that's the name of the movie, $350,000 on Kickstarter.com. So I actually used moreofit.com to learn about Rocket Hub and Indiegogo. So there are other sites that are just like that. And all you had to do was change one of the keywords to get more focus. Like if you're not doing movies or books, but you're doing just cause-related nonprofits, Indiegogo is a good one for you to know about. So that's how you can find out what's the difference. So crowdfunding, if you're not doing it yet and you think it might help you get some funding you need for something, it's awesome to know about. How many of you have written a book or should write a book? Yes. If you are a speaker, a trainer, a coach, a consultant, you should have a book, okay? And there's some great sites here. Hopefully there's more up there. I don't have any sites about actual fulfillment companies up here. If any of you have used a fulfillment company to print your book on demand, I'd love for you to add that site up there. I don't have that on there, but What I do want you to know is that you can actually publish your book on Amazon with CreateSpace. Upload the PDF of your book, and you can publish it. It'll give you an ISBN number and all that stuff. It's great. Same with Barnes & Noble. Smashwords.com is the largest ebook publisher on the planet. So if you want to do an ebook, go to Smashwords for that. VBook is great if you want to add video to your book and you want to make it an ebook. You can publish that way. Publisher.com, it doesn't publish your book. Okay, so that one's a misnomer. But any book that's already published, they'll promote. All you have to do is already have an ISBN number, and publisher will promote your book. So those are good to know about. I'm sure we might have some more up there that are awesome for you. Okay, how many of you feel as though creating an audio product, a CD, or some sort of training class might make sense for you? All right, great. So freeconferencecall.com is the secret of, it's a huge secret. You can just call, free conference call is totally free. You can create an outline, and this afternoon you could talk through your outline, create an audio product, and the MP3 file will be emailed to you in a few hours. You can burn that as a CD, and you have an audio product right there. Yes.
Is there a cost for these things?
No.
These are free?
Yeah, most of these sites, everything I'm talking about is either free or nearly free. Okay, but yeah, free conference call, totally free. Okay? Audible.com, all of you guys who have books, you can add a 0 to your products by talking your book into audible.com and creating a audio book that somebody could pop in the car. Audible.com. They are an audio book production company.
That's free too?
Yep. Okay.
Is it free?
Huh?
Is it free?
Audible is free for the software. I don't know what it costs if you're producing something in there. But you can get it. If you want to sell something on their site, it costs you money. Okay? Okay. How many people do videos and webinars? Okay, awesome. All right. Skype is becoming a full-on webinar-capable organization. So a lot of us use Skype just to coach our clients face-to-face or have meetings, but for a very nominal fee, because Skype is free, but for, I believe it's $15 a month, you can do full webinars on Skype, which is a lot cheaper than